Hello, gorgeous. So, it's day 5 of my new life, my rebirth period. And you might be wondering, okay, Lizette, the Lizette I knew died. There's a new being. There's a new Lizette, so what are you going to do with the rest of your life? What am I going to do with the rest of my life? Well, I've learned that I'm not going to get to decide how every part of my next life looks like. I actually do know what I want to do with the rest of my life. You know, it's fascinating to me how as human beings, we come to this life. We are told to sit down and to learn about what has been. And if you think about it, our educational system right now has always been about showing us the past. Okay, what we've discovered, how far we're at. It's like it's a catch-up to what all of the ancestors have done. And in it also, we get glimpses of the struggles, the pains, the battles, the time periods, but also the joy, the values, what it takes to be a good human, you know. It starts shaping our worldview because we are learning about the past, and we're also constantly always projecting into the future. So predictions of what's going to happen. This time that could easily be called an Armageddon or a potential Armageddon, but so could the 90s and so could the 80s and so could moments of the 60s. So we've been in this for a while, not to mention the world wars, right? But if we look, we've already learned about the past, so we kind of like, oh, okay, we can kind of predict the future. We see the cycles. And this is good. This is how it is. This is life. This is the earth. This is this timeline, right? And I have understood that this is the world of matter. And yet, I've always been fascinated and intuitively knowing that there is a whole other world, which we would call the world of spirit. Because if you listen to any spiritual teachings, it will come to this foundation. Any spiritual teachings, whatever box, whatever culture, whatever group that we have been put in, the primary spiritual foundation is that only now exists. The highest power of creation is love. So surely the objective of any spirituality is that in any one moment, I can bring the highest vibration and frequency of compassion to life. Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, so many of our spiritual teachers, Eckhart Tolle, There are countless of them. That's what they are saying. The practitioners of these truths, these spiritual truths, these facilitators, these guides, the shamans, what are they doing? They are bringing us into the moment of now, where we can feel the field of love that we are. So, in my highest intention, I would always just want to be love. And in my walk and talk of this material plane, I'd want to be love. That's my highest contribution to my brother, to my sister. And it's also the highest joy and evolution for myself. In my unique expression, to meet the other in their unique expression and be love. And that sounds so great, except we have spent a lifetime in material bodies, watching and being told what the animals did to the humans and what the Arabs did to the women and to the Jew, and what the Jew did then to the Palestinian, and what the African did to the white man, and what the white man did to the African. And we have seen it play out in cycles of time, of perpetrator and aggressor. And very seldom we will actually be told of these units of love, these tribes of brotherhood, of sisterhood, these units of family that just serve one another and love one another. We get glimpses of it in our friends' lives in Facebook, but that's what it is. It's glimpses, because then there's other moments that aren't captured on Facebook. That is also real life, right? So what can we bring to this material plane and bringing this moment of now? I believe this is the journey of bringing spirit, the spiritual, the spirit that I am, the soul, the spirit of life, the vibration and frequency of harmony into everyday life. That has been my quest. How much love can I be in the now moment, in this life, in this incarnation, as this person, Lizette? And why is this important? Because as I am doing this in my waking consciousness, I am transmuting, I am transforming, and I am calling into existence the highest possible outcome for all. A win-win, transcending duality, using the harmonics of the feminine and the masculine, the strength that I am, right? That's what I want to teach. That's what I want to share and talk and spend my life doing and being, the whole of me. And knowing I am always just at the beginning of this adventure. The one thing I've been most calling for and longing for now is my soul family. I have been saying to Spirit and my guides, Where is my family? Where are the ones that stand for love, that know that we need to evolve, that know that we need to become the answer instead of waiting for a mandate, who are not interested in any sense of personal power, but want to use their power in service to love. And they realize that for that to happen, they've got to be it. And they are willing. They are willing. They are willing to say, you know what? No one has ever taught me how to be free. No one. Because while I was sitting through this lifetime, looking over the past and the memories and the history and the information of ancestors and other times and other spaces, everyone around me had an expectation or an agenda for my time, for my attention. They had certain needs that they needed for me to play big or for me to play small, or for me to play like I'm stupid, or for me to play like I'm super intelligent. And I would spend all my life force trying to dispensate my energy, my life force, in trying to meet these expectations, because I thought that's what connection was about. Ouch. Exhausting. And it's not living. Living now in this new life for me is about really being here on this earthly plane of matter and seeing it for the divine majesty that it is. Life, nature. Let us not wait for the last moment of our life to know it is so precious. This moment. This is where the power is. Now, what do I fill it with? And I have been on this planet for a long time now. It feels. And you might be feeling that too. Like a long time, and I've been waiting for things to change. And then I realized that to be a co-creator with this life, I had to trust this life, that life was showing me the truth. And I didn't have to make up a story to make it good or bad. It was just showing me what is true, what is real in my experience, which I have never learned how to trust. My intuitive voice that was always too much or too weird or too different. No one has ever taught you to be free. No one has taught me how to be free. And there's so much judgment about what's right or wrong. Even if you're trying to be a little free, you might be called a wild woman. Scariest thing on the planet, is it not? For all, men and women alike. And I'm not interested in any of those accolades. But I know I am speaking to the wild woman. She feels me. I'm speaking to the way shower who has looked around their life and looked for leaders and someone who will show the way. They know love is the answer, so these way showers, they have chosen to find their way to love. And they don't quit on people. They keep loving, they keep forgiving, strengthening their field, choosing love, valuing love above any material wealth, above any material thing, building their field of love, purifying, refining, alchemizing. The shaman, the oracle, the beacon of light. Being love in the present moment, creating that safe space within you so that others can feel it too. That's what Arise is going to be about. I'm excited to start using my voice, to start sharing what I really think and know in this time. I'm excited about the future because we get to be empowered. We get to regenerate. We get to know the vastness and the depth and the height and the light and the darkness of our being, and we learn to transmute all of it to love. That is the journey of death and rebirth. Because everything has brought us here. And now we get to decide what we build in the future. In every moment. And I've been thinking about this for a long time. So I'm putting together my new website, but it's not about a launch. It's about sharing with people, finally, the tools, the resources, the support, and the wisdom. And the real gems, the energetic gems that I've been picking along, the masters that I've found on my journey that I want to share with you. The solutions to paradoxes that are apparently keeping us stuck as a humanity to choose the crystalline, most powerful, most peaceful inner resource of the I am presence of the love that we are. Because it's not a journey for the faint-hearted. There is a death involved, which just happens to be who you thought you were. Because you were convinced that that being somehow was not enough. And why did you think that? Because everyone had an agenda for you. And so, as you chose your freedom one step at a time, it looked like you were losing people. But what you didn't see, what I didn't see, and what I hope you can see if you look, is that every goodbye and every thank you very much till here, all that is that that person has fulfilled every great part of their piece in your story. And so you can say goodbye with deep love and gratitude. Because we are all family, you know? We are one, says the spiritual masters. What do they mean? It's this: everyone playing their role in our life. What I choose to do with that is right now and right here. And love doesn't sometimes look like fairy tales and unicorns. Sometimes it looks like deep grief and tears that have to clear that energy so that we can open our hearts even more. That's what I want to do with the rest of my life. And how I'm going to do that is entirely up to me. And I really hope to find my family, more and more of you, more directly. But I'm going to have to start by being me first. And so that's why the old Lizette had to die. She was genuine, y'all. She was genuine. She loved you. But she didn't love herself enough. She didn't know that she had to embrace and really love herself and accept herself fully. And when someone would say, "You're not enough for me this way," or "I'm not sure," that was a clear sign. Girlfriend, run. Because you gotta love you first. If you are going to be able to be safe space for somebody else. I'm excited about the future, yo. I'm not gonna get it right all the time. And I don't need to. We get to live this life. We get to write the story. But we need to learn how to put more love behind our power. Because power just for power but the power of love that changes the world. That changes the world. Much love. Speak soon.